mixing. You will infiltrate, you will penetrate, you will assimilate all the nations originating from that one man and that one woman, Adam ve Chava. The Hebrew word translated in most translations as blessed is actually not blessed. It is the word nivrechu, not yivrechu. Okay, now listen to this. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. This word can mean, in addition to blessing, it can mean mixed in, grafted in, intermingled, as much as it connotates blessing. The important thing is when one understands the greater plan of Yahweh to fulfill his promise to Abraham and his descendants to certainly, yes, bless the nations, but also in how he would bring the blessing to the nations via the mixing of Abraham's zera. What is the Hebrew word zera in English?
Seed.
Seed. What's the English word for seed? Sperm. Very good. He would mix his zera, his sperm, his seed, in all the nations. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. I said Baruch Hashem Yahweh. Listen to this. The Hebrew word for blessed is predominantly, not always, but predominantly yivrechu. If Yahweh was saying, you're Abraham, I'm Yahweh, and in you all the nations of the earth will be blessed, he would have used the word yivrechu with a U. Yivrechu. But he did not use the word yivrechu, rather he used the word nivrechu with a nun. Got it? Not yivrechu, but rather nivrechu with a nun. Amen. So the first letter nun rather than the first letter U. Mixed in or grafted in. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. Now, there are three places, only three, that this word is translated and used anywhere in the Tanakh. The times when it means blessing, the word yivrach, you get that? Yivrachu. You listen to that? Yivrachu. Is primarily from the root word, or it's a variant of the word barak. Yivarachu. Yivarech. Yivarech. Remember the Aaronic benediction? Yivarechecha Yahweh. Yivarechechu comes from the root word for bless or barak. Nevarech or barach. Yivrechu. Or Yivarech. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. Or some other variant of barak. And Yahweh uses other forms for the word blessing. Listen, such as ve'evrecha, I will bless, or mevarechecha, the one who is blessing you. Suddenly, in the same verse, he gets here in Genesis 12:3 specific by not using ve'avarechecha or me'avarechecha or yivrechu or yiverechecha. Rather, he adds the nun and makes it nivrechu, not any kind of word or derivative from barak. You get it? Make sense? If Yahweh only meant it to be limited to blessing, he would have used the word or some variant of the word, root word barach, or yivrechu, yivarechechu, or mivrechechu, or some other variant of the root word barak. Rather, he uses nivrechu here, directly alluding to the manner in which he will bless Avraham. Okay. So this word nivrechu appears, listen, 3 times in the Tanakh. And it speaks of how Abraham, or Abraham, will affect all the nations of the earth. It speaks about Yahweh's plan to bless all nations through Abraham, but not just bless through Abraham, but bless through mixing. It tells you how. This word tells you not only that Yahweh would bless Abraham, it tells you how Yahweh would bless Abraham. He would bless Abraham through mixing Abraham's zera in all the nations. Isn't that neat? All in one word. Isn't that neat? I said, isn't that neat? All in one word. I will bless all the mishpachot of the Adamah, but I'm going to do it through the zera, and I'm going to make that zera a barach, a blessing, through nivrachu, or the mixing in, meaning every tribe, every nation, every kindred, every individual on the earth, Abraham, will somehow have your zera, your sperm, mixed in to their family and into their family tree. Isn't that neat? Cool, huh? He tells you not just the blessing, but the way he will enact the blessing. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. Now let's go from Bereshit 12:3, and we know that this increase, this mixing of his zerah, sperm, in all the nations. Notice, go back to verse 2. It tells you how. Verse 2. Yahweh said, I will make of you a great nation. Who's that? Israel. And I will bless you and make your name great, and you will be a blessing. And this is how you will be a blessing to the whole world. I will mix that nation into all the families of the earth. You get it? First I'll make the nation. Look at verse 2. First I'll make the nation, and then I'll mix that nation into all the families of the earth. He lays it out clearly, the truth of the two houses of Israel. It's laid out clearly. First I'll make a nation, then I'll bless that nation through nivrachu. Everything, the whole gospel here in 2 verses. Do you see that? First I'll make a nation, and then I'll take the 12 tribes of Israel, and I will not just bless them, yivrachu, I will nivrachu, so that their baracha, their blessing, can mix with every nation on the earth. First comes the nation, and then that blessing is mixed in every nation through the promise and the blessing and the mixing of physical multiplicity. Turn to your neighbor and say, physical multiplicity. Physical multiplicity. That is what Abraham believed. The problem with a lot of believers, I believe I'm a child of Abraham. I believe I have the faith of Abraham. I believe I'm a child by faith of well, if you then you ought to start believing what Abraham believed. Yahweh said, can you count the multitude of the stars? No. Can you number the sand of the sea? No. So shall your descendants be. Bereshit 15, 1 through 8. So we got a whole bunch of church folks and a whole bunch of religious folks who claim by faith to be the children of Abraham, but they don't believe what Abraham believed. They don't believe they're Israel. They don't believe that Abraham's seed has been able to reach and penetrate their family and their home and their mishpacha and their tribe and their race, and because they're white, they're black, they're yellow, they're red, they're pink, they're polka dot. They got some excuse why they can't believe what Abraham believed. So that the multitude of the stars and the multitude of the sand of the sea were a metaphor for what would literally happen to every human being on this planet. They would be invaded, they would be penetrated with the blood and the zera, the sperm, the offspring of Abraham. Yahweh would literally turn the entire world's population into a mighty nation. And that mighty nation would go out through the exile, through punishment, through correction, through judgment, and fill every nation on earth. And then through Yeshua, he would announce the good news that because you are the seed of Abraham, I've come to rescue you. Matthew 10, I've only come for the lost sheep. Matthew 15, 24, I've only come for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. Now go to Bereshit 18:18. We'll see this again. The second use of the word, nivrachu, the mixing, the intermingling, the assimilating of your seed with all the nations. Well, brother, I just live in a little townhouse somewhere in Plantation between 595 and Davis, somewhere right around you. He reached you too. You're Israel. You may not be Jewish, but you're from the northern kingdom, the 10 tribes that went out into the exile and filled the nations like Yahweh said they would. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. I said Baruch Hashem Yahweh. Bereshit 18:18. Yahweh said, I'm going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. Should I tell them or should I tell